In this video, I want to give you 5 tools that you can use before any high stakes moments that you have, anything that's super important and that's likely to make you feel extremely nervous. So things like a very important presentation or a really important interview or an event that you have to speak at, anything like that that makes you super nervous and you know that your body's gonna react and you know that your breath is gonna get really shallow and you're gonna start sweating and so on. Anything like that, these tools work amazingly well. By the way, if you're new here, my name's Alexa. I have a PhD in psychology. I've authored several books. I work with actors primarily, so these tools work really well for anybody under pressure in these high stakes moments that often actors find themselves in, but of course, everybody finds themselves in now and again. So let me explain, first of all, why these tools work. In these high stakes moments that are like where your body seems like to take over and to betray you, what's happening is that there's a really ancient part of your brain called the amygdala, which suddenly reacts to the high stakes of the situation. And the amygdala, its job is to keep you out of danger. And it does not understand that that's not the way to do it in this particular situation. It just activates the fight and flight response, which is why you start, your heart rate starts racing and your breath gets shallow, you start sweating. You have this feeling of wanting to run. Everything in you gets activated and your body is preparing essentially to run. And of course, that's not what you're wanting to do in that situation. You're wanting to perform really well, but unfortunately, your body does not understand that. So your amygdala is preverbal. That's really important to understand because the tools I'm going to give you are mostly not language apart from the last one. Because there's another part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, which takes over, which is the rationing part. And so the last tool is going to address the prefrontal cortex. Okay, I'm going to explain that in more depth later. So these 5 tools, first of all, I have prepared a free workbook that you can download. It's down in the description and it will help you work through this. It will help you prepare, like reflect a little bit more as well about what's happening in your body before any high stakes moments, because that will really help you understand and identify what is happening for you. The more you can do this preparatory work before, you'll be so much better at managing these reactions in your body because they won't surprise you, they won't shock you, and you'll understand why they're happening. So, the 5 tools. Okay, the first one is to do with your breath. So, the heart rate is not something you can control voluntarily, but you can influence it through focusing on your breath. The breath is something you can control. And what I'd like you to do is to push your breath out. Don't breathe in, push your breath out, because the reason for that is when we have a shock, when we're surprised or when we're scared, our natural tendency is to take breath in. It's like, so you want to avoid that. When people say breathe, the problem is that you will breathe in. You have to breathe out instead. Because when you breathe out, push the air as far as it can go, hold a little, and then allow the breath to come in naturally. And that will tell your heart rate, oh, actually, everything's fine. I thought we were in danger, but we're fine. So that will already calm your nervous system down a little bit. The second tool I'd like you to focus on is your feet. What happens when you're in these high pressure situations, adrenaline kicks in, your energy will go up. It will go it will go to your head. It will leave the lower part of your body. So what you need to do to calm your system down, bring it back into balance, is to push the energy back into your feet. If you can push your feet into the ground, even stamp your feet, if you're in that kind of situation where you can do that, certainly push them into the ground as far as you can. And just generally think of your energy as going downwards, because that way you are, again, telling your body everything's fine. We don't need to run. We don't need to kind of like have all this activation in the upper part of your body so you can, your feet be really nimble. We can have the feet really nice and grounded to the ground. And also, you will have this sense of support from the ground. You'll literally feel supported in a very, very literal way. And that will help in that situation as well. The third thing I would like you to do is call it confidence anchor. And The workbook will help you create a really good confidence anchor, but very briefly, here's how to do it. So confidence anchor is a part you choose somewhere on your body. I advise somewhere on your one of your hands. I would advise your non-dominant hand. So if you're a right handed person, then maybe your left hand. Somewhere you choose where you can tap really easily. So this is something ideally that you can do, in an interview situation, right? So it should be something that people don't notice you're doing it. But what we're going to do is we're going to create an association between that place in your body and a sense of safety. So what we're going to do is you're going to think about 10 memories, 10 times in your life where you felt really good about yourself, really confident. Maybe it was a moment of success. Maybe you reached an important milestone. Maybe someone congratulated you or was really kind to you. Or maybe you realize something about yourself that's really important and unique. Anything like that, write them down on a list, write them down in the workbook I've given you. And once you have that list, tap every time you think about those moments, go through them slowly and tap that part that you have chosen as your confidence anchor. This is cumulative. So the more you use this, the stronger that association will become. So if you do this for several days and every time you think of those beautiful memories, you tap this part, the quicker your body will understand, whenever I tap this, I feel really confident and good in myself. So that will really help. And once your body gets this, it'll become second nature. You'll be able to do it really quickly and easily before these high stakes moments. And again, your body will calm down so much more. The fourth tool is to do with making your body bigger. So there's a lot of research, beautiful research by Amy Cuddy. There's also a beautiful TED talk by her about the importance of making our body bigger, because when you make your body bigger, it signals to your whole system that I'm a winner. So that's why it works so well. And again, it's something that your amygdala, which is preverbal, understands, right? You can't talk to it, but you can make it understand without words in this way. Everything's good because I'm a winner, right? So you make your body bigger, you give yourself the sense I'm a winner, and everything calms down. And the fifth tool is, this is for your prefrontal cortex. You tell yourself, I'm excited. Don't tell yourself, I'm nervous. Tell yourself, I'm excited. Because then your prefrontal cortex, which is the verbal part of you, then understands, okay, this activation in my body, it's actually just excitement. It's not nerves, right? And it will also calm down, in addition to your amygdala. So I hope these tools will help you so much in all your high stakes moments. Download the workbook because it'll give you so much more detail. It will help you so much more. And I hope to see you in the next video.